And welcome, college basketball fans. This is where you want to be, right here on 2K Sports. Some great action ahead, and we're happy to have you here along with us for the ride. Ready to go? Kevin Harlan here, along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. We've got the Kansas Jayhawks and the Georgetown Hoyas.
And the thing you love about collegiate sports, the passion, the energy, I mean, the competitiveness and that hunger and drive to succeed and show what you have, it's really always a marvel to watch.
No doubt about it, Greg. And seeing these players out here tonight, I remember how the love for the game of basketball in those formative years when I was playing college was so invaluable. I mean, the experience you gain with excellent coaching and mentorship at this level, really a huge part of where you go with your talent.
And so in the game for the Jayhawks, we've got Oubre, and it's Terry in at the 4 spot.
And you see a lot of players who are very talented play with a me-first approach. That is not the case with Freak. He doesn't try and attract any unnecessary attention and just focuses on playing his game.
Yeah, I like that about him, Greg. I mean, in a day and age where most guys are self-centered and it's all about me, it's refreshing for a player like Freak who doesn't invite that kind of noise. I mean, that's as impressive as a skill set. Oh, some really big names have come out of the Kansas Jayhawks program into the NBA. A pair of first overall picks in their history. Believe it or not, Wilt Chamberlain wasn't one of them.
Lee kicks to Terry. It's hauled in by the Hoyas.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
No good from Price. And the Jayhawks with possession. It's a 5-point game. Lee kicks to Terry. It's stolen by Adams. And here we go. Freak heading to the hoop. Hammers it in after taking with the length of the floor.
And Freak has really come out blazing here in the first half. Absolutely imposing his will on the opponent.
And, Greg, that's what great college players do. I mean, they control the game and really make the opposing defenses adjust to them.
The offensive rebound.
Excellent. Really solid job, actually, by the defense to get in his way as he was going up for that.
From deep three-point range, and Lee pulls it down.
Boy, even though he missed, you can't give up that kind of a look very often.
Better to be lucky than good sometimes. Fortunately, they didn't get burned on that one.
Now, here's Oubre. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. Georgetown has been such a pillar of East Coast basketball for so long. Really one of the universities on the East Coast.
Yeah, you know, that's exactly right. A really rich tradition in men's basketball for the Hoyas. And they've been a competitive presence on the college basketball landscape going back to the 70s.
And for the Hoyas, they are one of the defining members of their conference. Hard to think about hoops in the Washington, D.C. area without thinking about the Hoyas. The blue and gray they wear is really just iconic.
Pass to Frazier. Right through the knee for the layup.
Yeah, good-looking bounce pass to set up that one.
Outside Adams. He hands it from downtown. Adams has got 12.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open? And, you know, the Hoyas only have one college tournament title in their history. They won it all in 1984 and then returned in 85 to the title game only to be upset by Villanova.
Adams in a 2-guard. Also Trice out there. And it's Felix in at the 3.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
Hoyas leading by 7.
And with Freak, he takes a lot of pride in where he hails from. Didn't grow up with a silver spoon in his hand by any means, and his family cheers him on from Harlem.
And, Greg, you can see it in this game. I mean, we're all a product of where we've been, our environment, our experiences. And with Freak, he doesn't take anything for granted. Some of the very best players of all time have come from the projects like Freak. And he takes pride in playing for Harlem when he's on the court.
And so in the game for the Jayhawks, they've got Frazier. Williams is out there with Oubre. And it's Daniels in at the 2 spot. Adams. Again, Georgetown.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
Kansas trails by 9. a completely new group here for the Hoyas. And we welcome you back to college basketball here on 2K Sports as we get ready to get going for the second half of play.
Guys, we had a tight game through the first half. I think we'll see more of the same coming out of the break.
And it's just going to take one big run for one of these teams to establish control. If we can get hot, this team has a great chance of coming away with the victory.
Adams in at point guard. Warren is out there with Hudson. Then there's Price. And it's Randolph in at the shooting guard position.
And Kansas always seems to be in title contention. I mean, the program does a great job of finding tough players and having a system that fits them best. Rarely are they not a title contender.
And for Kansas, they've got Duncan, and it's Gaines in at the 5 down low.
You know, sometimes you can see how a player can lead on the floor from the sidelines, and you see that with Freak. I mean, he's got the skills and athleticism as a point guard in addition to the leadership, too.
And, guys, people often underestimate just how important leadership is. You know, there's no stat for that, but guys like Chris Paul and Steph Curry have incredible skill, but their leadership on the floor is equally as important. Freak is a floor general in their moment.
And the Jayhawks do a great job in recruiting talent. All sorts of players have come through Kansas and found success.
Yeah, and you know they develop not only the stars like Paul Pierce and Andrew Wiggins, but role players too, guys that have made a living in the NBA as fitting into roles. Mario Chalmers and Nick Collison come to mind.
Great way to start the half. Easy layup against some soft beat.
Shoots from 14, and Freak gets it to go on the assist by Randolph. Adams has got the lead up to 10 now for the Hoyas. Lee dishes to Oubre. He kicks it to Gaines. Duncan, the pass to Lee. To the middle. Here's Gaines. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And that's a huge play. I mean, they need more like it because second chance points are going to be key in this game.
Probably so. That's usually a crucial element to any comeback.
Yeah, and if you look at it, had they been converting those second chances all along instead of waiting until now, who knows?
Lee kicks to Duncan. Pass to Gaines. It's tipped. It's stolen by Adams. And here we go. Freak heading to the hoop. Rips down the breakaway slam.
One thing with Freak that we know is he makes sure he gets his shots up no matter what. One way or another, he's going to get his workout in, and that's why so many are confident that he'll continue to improve.
Part of it is that he has a twin sister who actually taught him how to play ball. She helped him develop his game and become the player he is today. It's nice to have a sibling willing to help you develop your skill set on the court.
We got to be more physical on defense. They are getting to the middle of the floor way too easy. Get into them on the perimeter. Posts. Rotate over and make your presence felt. Quit being so soft.
Kansas trails by 12. Adams, he's in at shooting guard. Hodges is out there with Nelson. And it's Trice, and it's Felix in at the 3 slot. Williams dishes to Dedmon. Kicks to Daniels. Good ball movement here by the Jayhawks. Boss passes to Williams. Here's Boss. Feeds to Williams. Down to 5 on the shot clock. shot, high post. Boss gets the bucket.
Well, he knew how many inches he had over the guy. I mean, let's face it, good decision to just rise up and take the jump shot.
Hoyas leading by 10. For the three, and that's good. With 3 points, a shot from Adams. Adams has got 15 points here in the second half.
You know, so often we can forget that these players are student athletes. I mean, Freak does not have that problem. He's an amazing student off the floor and is very dedicated in the classroom.
How about Freak with a 4.0 GPA, an honor student in high school, and has carried that same work ethic to college as well as he prepares for his games. He truly embodies what it means to be a student athlete.
This is why everybody thinks Freak is the real deal. I mean, it's not that he takes over games like he has in the second half. It's that he does it to lead his team to wins. That's the big thing.
No doubt he's a winner through and through. A lot of success at the college level is talent, but what separates the good from the great is that competitive spirit, and Freak has that in spades.
Williams attacking. There's Dedman, and a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Hoyas.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ballgame.
Yeah, and also the way they've been able to generate points off of the turnovers that they forced tonight has also helped.
Clark, if they want to, they can milk the clock just a little bit here.
Amen. I think that's the best option.
Kansas trails by 11. Daniels kicks to Lee. 1:09 left here in the second half. And that'll be Kansas's ball as it goes out of bounds. The Jayhawks able to keep the ball here. Some changes for Kansas. Terry's checked in, and it's Duncan in for Daniels. And Gaines gets it to go on the assist by Oubre. Gaines has got it back down to single digits for the Jayhawks. Now the Hoyas with it. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Adams' shot is good.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for the Hoyas.
And Clark, they really lit it up in this fantastic offensive performance.
Most definitely. They shot the ball extremely well. It's a game to be proud of.
And what a huge standout performance it was for Adams. You have to focus on the steals he came up with. They were huge factors in the end result.
Here's Gaines. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
All the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without foul.